Hey, welcome to the Explainer. Sometimes the biggest secrets are hiding in plain sight. Today, we're going to prove it. We're going on this kind of linguistic detective journey, and our first clue is a word you probably see or use every single day without giving it a second thought. So, how much can one simple word really reveal? Let's dive right in. And I'll tell you, the answer is way more than you think. It's going to pull back the curtain on this whole hidden world of language design. It's pretty amazing. All right, so what is this mystery word? The word that holds all these secrets. It's blade. Yeah, blade. I know, it sounds super simple, right? Sharp, straightforward. But trust me, there is a huge story hiding just under the surface of that one little word. Okay, so let's start with what we all know. The textbook definition, right? A blade, as a noun, is something with a long, sharp edge. Simple enough. You see them everywhere. I mean, think about it. Kitchen knives, old-timey swords, the razor you used this morning. It's a physical thing, an object you can actually hold.
And yeah, here are some of the most common examples, right? You've got your blades of grass, the business end of a knife or a sword. It's a really physical, tangible word. But, and this is a big but, that is not the whole story, not even close.
So, as I was digging into this, putting together this explainer, I stumbled across this little clue. Just a tiny note in the source material, but it completely changed everything. It flips how we should think about the word blade on its head.
And there it is. Blade is on the Basic English 850 list. Now, I get it. Your first reaction is probably, okay, so what? But you gotta stick with me here, because this is where the mystery really kicks off.
Let's just zero in on that number for a second. 850. The English language has what, over 1 million words? So to be one of only 850 words on this super exclusive, hand-picked list, that means you're special. You've been chosen for a very, very powerful reason.
So what even is this list? Well, it's called the Basic English List. It was put together back in the 1930s by a linguist named Charles K. Ogden. And the idea was to pick just 850 words that you could use for international communication. Now, the goal wasn't to dumb English down, not at all. The goal was to make it incredibly efficient.
And that brings us right back to the core question of this whole explainer. Why blade? I mean, why not just knife or sword? What is so essential about the word blade that it gets to be in this super exclusive club? Well, the answer is all about the word's anatomy. It's not just about what the word is, it's about what it can do. See, all 850 words on that list were chosen because they're versatile. Blade is like the Swiss Army knife of words, a real linguistic multi-tool.
And this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. It's like the word has a secret double life. On the one hand, you've got the noun we already talked about, the object, the thing. But then, on the other hand, it's also a verb, an action. You can, blade down the street on your rollerblades, or you could blade someone, which means to cut them. It's a thing and an action, all packed into one tidy little word.
So you see, it all comes down to efficiency. One single word is doing the job of 2, maybe even 3 different words. You don't need a word for the sharp object and another word for the act of cutting with it. Blade does both. And that is the genius behind the Basic English List. It's all about choosing words that do double duty. Look, this whole story about the word blade, it's not just some fun little piece of trivia. It points to a much bigger idea, right? That the most powerful tools we have for communicating are often the simplest ones, the most versatile ones, the words that pack the most punch into the smallest package. And that leaves us with this kind of provocative question to think about. We live in this world with so many complex ideas and a vocabulary that's basically endless. But what if the real key to clear global communication isn't about learning more words? What if it's about really truly understanding the hidden power of just the essential few? I mean, just think, what if 850 words really are enough to build a bridge between all of us? Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.